So I did a viewing the other day on a property. It looked fantastic, looked like a fantastic deal on paper. But once I got inside and saw the work that was needed to be done and I ran the numbers, it actually wasn't a good deal in the end. So today's video is about deals that look like good deals but aren't really good deals, and what you should do as an investor in this situation. Craig Parker here, Parker's Property Sourcing, just coming at you with another video today. Today's video is going to be about a viewing that I had a few weeks ago. It's an off-market deal. Very, very keen seller. I thought it was a fantastic deal. I thought I found myself another great one for my investors. But unfortunately, when I got in and I did a little bit of research and picking on the actual vendor himself and the property itself that needed to be done, it just didn't stack up. So I'm going to do it a bit different today. I'm actually going to show you a little bit of the property itself, walk you through the house, do a little walkover of the video, and then come back at the end and break down to you why the deal didn't work out in the end, and also why it couldn't be negotiated. The price couldn't actually be negotiated down. So myself and the vendor were in a win-win. Hope you enjoy. So as you guys can see here, this is a 2-bedroom terraced house. First room is the dining reception room. Second room we walk into is the dining room. Very small garden, but in that particular area it's not really an issue. Would need a brand new kitchen. Looked very tired and just definitely needed a new kitchen. Floor walking up the stairs was a little bit crickety, so that would need replacing. Walls would need redoing, replastering. Bathroom would need a brand new bathroom as well. Same in here. Boiler would need to go downstairs in my opinion, but the walls would need replastering. That's the garden. So this needed a full refurb. So here's why we couldn't get a deal agreed with the vendor, or a lower deal agreed, because let me break it down to you. The vendor bought the property and he had it for I think a year, didn't do any work to it, got tenants in, remortgaged, got some money out, but without doing any uplift. It was just basically capital growth. There was a little bit of money there for him to take and remortgage and get some money out, so he did it. But you know, it goes against what I teach, because I always say if you're going to remortgage, make sure you remortgage, but you've given the property, you know, a refurb, an uplift. So you're raising the value of the property as well as the capital growth in the area. But he didn't. So now when it's time to sell, he owes a certain amount still to the lender. So he hasn't got wiggle room. And when I was running the numbers, the refurb on that property was in around £15,000 to £20,000. Needed a new bathroom, new kitchen, new walls, new floors, new seat. Like, it needed a real refurb. But you know, the asking price he wanted and the price that I was willing to offer based on the refurb, and obviously having a good return on investment afterwards as well and some money in it, he just couldn't afford to go in that low, because if he went that low, he'd still owe the bank money or the lender money after selling the property. So it just didn't materialize, unfortunately. These things happen. I look at it, as I said before in the previous videos, as a positive, because I've built a new connection. He is a landlord of a few other properties. The agent that I spoke to is also a landlord of 9 properties. So I've built up 2 good, you know, relationships there, 2 good connections in that particular area. So we didn't get the deal, but we definitely got some good connections out of it. So, you know, it's always a win-win in scenarios like that. But unfortunately, the deal just didn't materialize. So this is where a lot of investors go wrong, I would say. Sometimes you have to just walk away from a deal, you know. No matter how you put yourself out to get to that deal, whether it's far away and you've had to do a little bit of a commute, if that's what you do, if that's your thing, if it's local but you have to take time off work, or if you've had to change plans to go and do that viewing, this is the name of the game. This is how we find good deals. But for me, the numbers just didn't stack. Didn't stack for myself. So if it didn't stack for me, it definitely wouldn't stack for my investors, because I'd only source a deal for my investors what I would buy myself. So, you know, you got to sometimes just know when to walk away. You know, every deal is a good deal. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Something a little bit different today. A little bit more content in terms of, you know, property itself and what I've been looking at. If you enjoyed it and want to see more videos like this, chuck us a message, leave a comment, like and subscribe. I've been Craig Parker. Till next time.